My cat, Paula. Anyway, let me set that aside. Let's do what's on your easel. What's on your easel? What's on your easel? What's on your easel today? All right. Okay. So here is what APG sent in. She's going to do it again, even though she's a little bit behind. 29 faces. Here is face number 3, one she drew in September, but she's going to go ahead and call it face number 3. Will this let me do a slideshow? Okay. Yeah. Face 3. I guess that's face 2. And face 1. So she's doing the 29 faces thing. Is that AL art that puts on the 29 faces thing? You bet, Athala. No problem. We love you. APG, is that AL art that puts on the 29 faces thing? I'll link to him for you. So there's, hi Kimberly, there's what APG sent in. And then, that was 2 weeks ago. How come we didn't see it until just now? And then Athala sends in, she has been, oh, she's cutting out books. This was last week. Oh, we didn't have a show last week. That's why we have all this good stuff. We didn't have a show last week because my wife was in Paris. And I took my little girl to her soccer game instead of having a show. Because I'm a good daddy. Okay, here's a folded book that Athala's doing. Franklin designed it and Athala's folding it. Oh, look at the heart from a folded book. And this is an ornament, but it also opens to reveal a Valentine contract. As per our tradition, we were engaged to be married on Valentine's Day of 1994. Oh, yeah, those are your cardboard things. And little cutout hearts that say "Be still." Some of the words don't make sense because they're in our own little language we have between us. And this is a work in progress. I love bugs. Aw. I know. I mentioned that on the What's on Your Easel video we put out this week. Athala's in the chat room talking about how she's very cardboard obsessed. I mentioned that how much fun. And one video what I watched of you cutting out the cardboard, it actually sounded like you were giggling while you were doing it. This is a wreath I finally finished a few minutes ago. So Valentine's Day wreath. So that's what Athala had on her easel. And then the sexy redhead Darcy sent in some artist trading cards. She's got some new stamps and some artist trading cards. Now let me get rid of the thing that's telling me I have poor performance. I love watching this progress. Ink stripes. There's some of the new stamps. Now we looked at some of the stamps last week. Look what she's doing with them. Got now little asparagus things. Ooh. Look at what she's doing. A is for asparagus. R is for rutabaga. T is for tramp stamp. Art. Cool stuff, Darce. So there's some artist trading cards she's doing with her cool new stamps that you can go to her website and order because she's awesome. And then here is a tag card. Yeah, I couldn't think tomato penny small. Tomato didn't come. I almost couldn't reach for rutabaga because, you know. All right, here's another. Here's some new stamps and a tag card. Number 8 tag of Chatsworth paper. Make good memories. They are all pages of your history. Some little slugs on some blue paper. Oh, it's a leaf. Little cute little mushrooms. Mushroom, mushroom. Except she's not making mushrooms out of them there, is she? No, she is not. She's making this one. I see a face. This one looks like a little girl. Make good memories. They are pages of your history. Cool tag, Darce. More of the slugs. You know, out of context, you could draw. Out of context, you could draw little eyes on these things. Put little rings of salt around them. Cool stuff, Darce. Really cool. She's got some more here. Hang on. There's another link. A Valentine's tag. New stamps, a date for Valentine's. Here's another sample with new stamps. She says this time they're not all hers. La, 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 la. There's words. Salting, of course. No. You put the salts around the slugs. Hey, J. Merle. You put the salt around the slugs to keep them from getting away. February, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. March, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. I love the calendar, girl. Saturday the 14th. That was a cool movie. Does anybody remember the movie Saturday the 14th? Dandelions. February 14th. Aww. What are those words? Adoration, affection, altruism, adieu, affinity, amour. When the moon meets your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Okay. So Darcy's having some fun. Creative fun with her wicked cool stamp set. Go to her website, look at her stamps. Awesome stuff. I have some of the coolest friends. And then APG actually sent another link. She sent one for this week. I actually showed the one from last week. but because we didn't have a show last week, you missed it. So now you're getting all the Valentine's stuff after Valentine's Day. Okay, faces 16, 17 through 18. Oh, well, now we're looking at them out of order. That's Darcy. 12 to 15. We had 1 to 3. Where's 4 to 12? We skipped 4 to 12. You showed us 1 through 3. Here are 12, 13, and 14, and a house of some kind. Oh, it's abstract. There's the eyes. Are you counting that as a face? She says they're on the blog somewhere. You have to go to her blog to see them. And so here is 16, 17, and 18. If you're not familiar, the 29 Faces Challenge is in February, and I think Ayala does it again in September, where she just challenges you to draw 29 faces in the month. So it's a face a day for the month. In February, you have to draw an extra face in the month, and in September, you get a couple of extra days to figure it out. But APG has got. APG's got, and I did it again. Here we go, 29 faces. She actually has a link to all 29 of her faces there. So, I mean, we could just, if my computer was more powerful, we could just slide through and look at all of them. We're not going to. This is tying my computer up a lot. Look, see that red bar across there? Okay. So, just make sure nobody else sent anything in. Nope, nothing there. Deleted items. Do I have anything? Sometimes Dee Dee sends me stuff, and it goes to the deleted items. And I don't know why, because several times I've put her on the not spam list, but it doesn't look like I have anything from Dee Dee. So, okay. Now I've got that some more stuck in my head. So, the only thing I've managed to do, and I think this is the wrong book. This is the wrong book. Let's hope I brought it. I'm going to get kicked off of Ustream. I'm going to get kicked off of Ustream for flipping through the figures book. And it would not be the first time. So if you'll recall, I decided not to dedicate a book to just faces or figures. It's faces, figures, sights, and stuff. And I haven't finished it, but I started a sketch at the airport. I mean, seriously, I've not done much of anything. I have no room to criticize. I have no room to criticize Jay for not doing anything, because I have not been doing much anything. I have not been doing much of anything. You know, and the last thing I did in this book was that frog, and I've already shown you the frog. So I don't know that if I've done anything else. I don't remember doing anything else. I've taken some pictures. I've organized my Monsters High suitcase so that I could take my show on the road. But I've not been nearly as prolific as I would like to be. So, where am I? I want that one. So, I can't do it. Okay, it doesn't matter. So, that is what was on my easel. That is what was on your easel. If you'd like to be a part of what's on your easel, simply send an email with a photograph or a link with the subject line easel to blade@artisticbiker.com, and I'll use your works to show off, just like we did here, to show off and inspire, hopefully inspire other people to do stuff, because that's the whole point of this, is to get people up and creating, give people ideas and inspiration and get them up and creating. So with that, this is not quite dry, so we're going to dry this just a little bit more. We'll take a little break and we'll be right back. I'm in a hotel room without a hairdryer. Because I knew that I was going to have to start taking the show on the road, I started planning on how I can carry stuff around. And look at this. I got my Monsters High suitcase, right? And I packed my Monsters High suitcase with all my show stuff, my cameras, my book, my computer stuff, packed all that together. And I'm going to put foam in it so everything stays packed and set in there that way. And that way, when I've got to take the show on the road, I can just grab that case. I'm going to get a little sound mixer so we don't have to work off of this little laptop speaker, because I'm sure that just sounds loud and obnoxious and it picks up every little sound that I make. So, but I'm going to get a little sound mixer so I can hook an actual microphone up, and we'll get the right camera equipment so that you can see how the book is at an angle like this. That is because the camcorder has to be at a different angle because of how it's mounted up here, and the camcorder can't see it. If I straighten it up, the camcorder can't see it, and that's the YouTube channel. So we got to do everything cockeyed. But we're going to figure all of that out. We're going to make some camera stands. I've got notes on things that I'm missing and things that I could do better. I've got notes. So we're going to figure all of that out. We are going to figure all of that out, and we'll get this thing smooth as snot. And then I can do things like I can when I'm traveling through Kentucky and Ohio and stuff, I can swing through and see Dave, and we can just do a show together. Or I can swing south. I'm going to Atlanta in probably 3 weeks. Dee Dee, I'm going to go to Atlanta, and maybe we can swing south and do an art up then. I think that could be fun. Let's have some fun with it. Let's work all these things in. See, I've got dark spots. I need lights. I need LED lights and stuff that I can pack in. Okay. Just keep making notes. Sorry.